Hi, beautiful people. This is Noah Frere, your astrologer. Today, I'm going to start a 5-part series on Pluto entering Aquarius. It's 5 parts because I want to talk about Pluto by itself in one part, Aquarius in another part, Capricorn in another part, how Pluto is in Capricorn, and how Pluto is in Aquarius. That will be the final part because that's where we're headed into. Of course, Pluto is in Aquarius now because it's the day after yesterday, and yesterday Pluto entered Aquarius. But in general, Pluto has been in Capricorn for the last decade and a half or so. And so we're going to start with Capricorn. Now, I actually am just going to be reading a blog to you that I wrote last March. But it's the universal theme of Capricorn, so it's relevant in any decade, perhaps any century. Any millennia, maybe. I mean, astrology is a couple thousand years old in its current form. So we're still going strong. Whether or not this material will still be valid in 100,000 years is debatable. So, part 1, Capricorn. Pluto was in Capricorn for about the last 15 years. In this first installment, I'd like to define the archetype of Capricorn very carefully. Capricorn draws resources toward itself. It brings stuff toward itself so that it can satisfy its desire. It's purposeful. It is hungry for stuff. What kind of stuff? That depends on both the purpose and the level of alignment with goddess nature. The stuff is usually either physical, like a baby who sits there waiting for its parent to place food into her open mouth, or it's something that supports a physical outcome, like a financial grant that enables the artist to accomplish her vision. Either way, Capricorn manifests into the physical world. If the greed for food is too great and the karma is shady, then it can look like the hungry ghost from Buddhism, always seeking food to fill its belly, but its mouth is too small so it can never be satisfied. Or a business that succeeds in bringing in endless amounts of cash and grows from the inside out, yet can't maintain the integrity of its system. So it falls apart and goes bankrupt. Capricorn does not adapt. That is not its task. Other signs in the zodiac allow for that to happen, which of course is necessary for a healthy life. Capricorn's job is to bring stuff toward itself so that it can manifest. If Aries is an explosion outward, a volcanic eruption, and the unhindered flowing of lava across the land, Capricorn is a more internal implosion. Mammoth Hot Springs in Yellowstone is a slowly bubbling spring consistently pulling the rich brine from under the earth toward itself. Eventually, over centuries, this calcium carbonate builds hard, undulating walls of beautiful multicolors, caused by living things, algae. The walls surround it and expand into hills, but the real activity is happening at the center of this edifice. So Capricorn may appear to have the tendency to build walls, but that part's not necessarily on purpose. Its purpose, in this example, is to attract a gushing, to bring forth, and the wall is just a consequence. Or maybe I'm wrong and it just wants to make pretty mounds. For a cardinal sign, every moment is a birthing. Every moment is a birthing. Being concerned with beginnings, it is not necessarily concerned with endings. Therein lies the problem. If the effusion, and bringing this discussion into the human realm, we can perhaps think of a choreographer creating a dance, linking move after move. If the effusion is not divine aligned, then the dance may be trite. But once the edifice is built, it's out of Capricorn's hands. Virgo has the power to reshape the dance, but not Capricorn. Since experienced Capricorns know this, setting the cornerstone just right becomes a priority. This is one way in which Saturn comes in as Capricorn's steward, building something that lasts. However, that wisdom is a consequence of experience, not the essence of Capricorn itself. This insight gives Capricorn the ability to modulate strength of the gushing spring, or the height of the dancer's leap, which can then create in a manner that helps to fulfill the vision. So in part 2, we will talk about Pluto. I already published that because I did stuff backwards, but nonetheless, Pluto is out in the world now. And then in probably a couple of months, we'll talk about Pluto entering Capricorn well, actually, we might not do that till the fall, because Pluto doesn't enter Capricorn until the fall, okay? All right, you guys, have a good one. Thanks for listening, and take care of yourself in the snow.